for the first two kids, I was able to be a stay-at-home mommy. But then my husband lost his job, and then he said, "Oh, you have to go to work." And I said, "No, this is my work. I don't want to leave the house, because that's really what I wanted to do." But he said, "No, you've got to go get a job too. It's not good enough if I have a job and, whatever." So I had to go out and get a job. And the only thing I really knew how to do was draw. And we were lucky. Boy, I was lucky enough that we had a friend who needed to move. And she had this, like, all the stuff. I was putting stuff in the truck. And there was this painting on the wall. And I looked at it and I thought, oh, I can do as good as that. But then I looked at the signature on it and said, oh, that's her brother. So I said, hey, how's your brother doing? And she said, oh, he's doing great. He's working at Hanna-Barbera and he's making $350 a week. Well, in those days, I was doing some little crappy job that I really, didn't like that much. And I was making $120 a week. So I said, what? And I can draw as good as he can? What's your brother's phone number? So she gave me his phone number and I called him up. And he looked at my portfolio and he said, well, I'll give you the names of the people, 3 people. So I went to Hanna-Barbera, and luckily they had a class. It was during their period of the year when they didn't have any work, but they had this class for assistant animation. So they said, well, you can take the class, and at the end of the class, if if you're good, then we can hire you at the end of the summer. So I took the class and I did fine.